What's good, folks? Wow, it's been 2, 3 weeks maybe since I've last vlogged. So, welcome back to this channel. Maybe the last few YouTube videos that you've seen have been a little bit on the TLDR of life course rather than this vlog. So, a little bit of content shift from one to the other lately. So, a lot has happened in the last 2, 3 weeks, and a lot of growth has happened, and I'm excited. I think I can start to see the shift in my mentality, in my physical body, in my emotional states, in my execution mindset. So I'm really excited for this. So I went to Houston last week, took a couple days off, and went to a friend's wedding, which was pretty awesome to see and catch up with many folks who I hadn't seen in 1, 2, 3 years plus. And so it was great to see them after such a long time in person. And ended up recording a couple of podcasts in Houston when I was there with a couple of friends that I met at UT. So excited for those episodes to drop. One at the end of February, or I guess maybe first week of March, and then one at the end of March. So 2 podcast episodes coming up, along with the normal weekly schedule. And then the last few days, I've been executing on it's not really a project, but it has turned into one of kind of I'm calling it what am I calling it? My personal, 2U personal OS. So there's like the 2U operating system, there's my Psi operating system, right? And then in between the two worlds, right, is my operating system at work. So I'm calling that the 2U personal OS. So there's a lot of tasks that go into that, but essentially I'm setting up the marketing operating system and then my system individually. And so I've been spending the last week or so kind of creating all these processes, creating the structures, etc., so that I can execute with precision and accuracy in whatever I'm doing, and with more systemization and with more mental clarity and focus when I'm achieving those things, and for anyone who wants greater transparency as well. So I'm really excited. I've kind of finished phase 1 of it, and I'm putting it into action excuse me, tomorrow being Monday. So ready to kick off this new week with kind of this new 2U personal OS. So as you can see, I've been using my hands a lot more in this video. That is not on accident, because the last video that I saw on Speak and Inspire, Lisa Nichols told me the activity was for us to speak with our hands more, speak with our body language really can convey that emotion and expression in a way that words have a limitation on. And so this is me going above and beyond and doing an over-exaggeration of actions. But if I can go up here, if I can practice up here, then in reality, when I'm talking with other people, I'll come down here, which is still higher than where I was. So that's the intention there. The other cool thing that happened this weekend specifically, one thing was yesterday I was interviewed by someone who they have a lot of content out as well, and so I got approached by them last week, and they asked me if I wanted to be a guest on their show. So I was like, yeah, sure. So then I zoomed and called them, had a nice conversation with them yesterday, and then hopefully it should be dropping in the next 1, 2 weeks or so. So an amazing conversation. I'm looking forward to it being published, and they'll tag me on Instagram or whatever, and then I can publish it on my social media. So I'm looking forward to that. And then today I went over to Crowder's Mountain and did a What I was thinking of originally doing a 13 mile, half marathon, but with the hike trails, right? And then I ended up doing 10 miles, which is still pretty good with the elevation. So I was pretty proud of myself for doing that. It was a little bit slower than I thought, but good views, good weather, all this stuff. So that's the update for the last few weeks on me. Hopefully, I'll be more consistent with vlogging, but I've been really, really invested. If you've been following my blogs, I've been putting out content pretty much every day for the last 2 weeks with going in depth of answering the life domain questions, which is a part of my TLDR of Life course. So, sneak peek there if you're following along the course, which the second lesson dropped on Saturday yesterday for all activities. So, looking for my life is looking up right now, very positive, and it's only going to get better. I can feel it. So, hopefully yours is as well, and if it's not, I'm sending you positive energy so it can raise your energy and be positive, but also be mindful of how you're thinking. But anyways, hopefully you have an amazing week, and I will see you later.